Hey guys, it is Wednesday, January 3rd. Good morning, 5:30, and today we're going to talk about some challenge group ideas, everything like that. One thing I want to put out there is really planning ahead. If you have seen the team calendar, awesome. If you haven't, then take a peek at it. Right here, I've got it printed and written out. This is the one I got at our Diamond Leadership retreat, and I just went with that and then created one for our team. So I filled in all of the stuff that I have going on and the challenge groups that we'll have for our group. So everything's right here, ready to go. The best part about that is I actually themed all challenge groups for the year. It's planning ahead, takes a lot of stress off of my back because now I know what I've got going on. And if someone today says, hey, I'm not ready today, but I'm ready for the February challenge, or I'll be ready for the April challenge because I have a wedding in June, whatever it might be, I can automatically send them an invite for it, as well as already know what I'm doing and what I can tell them is going on. So I highly recommend planning ahead. It may seem overwhelming, but once you're in the zone of it, honestly, once I wrote out the schedule every month, I just thought of a theme. There were a few I struggled with, and then I just kind of made up something. And I could always change it, but at least I have some kind of theme going. Another thing to plan ahead is creating your marketing and your cover photos for it already. This way you can create the events, you can create Facebook pages, or you can create your challenge tracker app and have it ready to go. So first thing, create and plan ahead for your year, what your themes are and when your challenge groups are. 2, create the marketing and the cover photos for it. Once you're in the zone, it's just going to get easier. If you are not good or creative with that, or you don't really like doing that, 1, reach out to the team, see if someone can help you out. I have an assistant that does it, so I don't do those on my own anymore, but I did in the beginning. It's just something that I have taken off of my to-do list. It's not my favorite, and it's something that I don't have to do in order to be successful for my business and our team, so I've delegated that out. If you check places like Fiverr.com or there's like Elance and different things like that, or a lot of times I really like to help out coaches on the team who enjoy doing it, who are really good at it, keeps them in the loop, puts a little extra money in their pocket, and just works. So that I literally saved them all and titled them yesterday so I would easily be able to find them, and they're all in a zip file, so easily accessible. Okay. Was that 2 or 3? So I said create, plan ahead, create the groups, and then creating those marketing. The marketing is the little square pictures that you can put in the challenge tracker that pops up as soon as people check into the group. And you can also use those to share with your team, your Facebook, everything like that, and put dates. Right now I have them blank. So next year I can repeat the same exact themes and use the same marketing and just change the dates and the info on them. And then if I share them with the team and put them in the team Google Drive, then I can also do that. Now I did put them in the Google Drive. They are not correctly in there because I could not access them. So I got to figure out how to put them in there correctly. Outside of that, making things a little special. So if you guys haven't seen, for myself, I've created the journaling for January. So when I was in upstate New York for Thanksgiving, I found these awesome, beautiful, just really nice journals. And some of them have quotes on them, and that's how I came up with the theme. And I decided to mail these out to my challengers. Another inexpensive way is to, if you have Amazon Prime, to find some inexpensive little things, journals, different things that you can theme your workout with, and to send a little prize or gift to your challengers, or to give them something for completing the challenge. This month is the health bet, so they'll get an incentive from Beachbody, but for me, they get a cash incentive weekly for participating. For some people, it may be too much right now, so throw ideas out there, share what you're thinking of, what might work. It doesn't have to be expensive. It can be super little. It can be digital. Let me grab, hold on. I have this digital journal that I used to use that I got with my Corporate Fit Challenge group. And it always said Corporate Fit Challenge, but I've changed it. I used it as a prenatal journal and changed the different things that they were checking into. And if you can see right at the bottom there, they circle their water intake, they write down what they ate, they put down what their exercise was, they rate their happiness, and they rate their diet adherence. So just little ideas that you guys can run with and make a little impact above them just getting their challenge pack or their new program. So let me open it up. What are you guys doing? Emily, I definitely want you to share, because I know that you're doing some different things for this challenge group, and I know that'll connect with a lot of the people on our team.
Yeah, so I've loved focusing on like theming out my challenge groups different month to month, but I've been doing a lot of focusing on just my personal brand and who I want to work with, and so I decided to carry that over into my challenge groups and make them a little bit more consistent, and so people kind of know like what they can expect. And then just the same thing with, you know, like your avatar and who you want to work with. Like I feel like if I'm focusing on my challenge groups on being specific for my perfect customer, then that's just going to help me attract that customer better. So I've been wanting to incorporate more like of a kind of lifestyle lifestyle instead of just fitness and nutrition into my challenge group. So and it's basically like anything that can make life easier for busy moms. So my challenge group this for January is Busy Mama Challenge Group. So I have like different days themed out. What's Monday? Clean It Up Mondays. So I'll be sharing cleaning tips. Toddler Tuesdays. It's all about like healthy meals for toddlers, because that's something I feel like I struggle with, is coming up with creative and different lunches and dinners for the girls that are actually healthy and that they'll want to eat. Mm-hmm. And then I'll be kind of like extending that to just healthy meals for the whole family. Where's Wednesday? Oh, crazy. Oh, this one's kind of funny. Crazy Craft Lady Wednesdays. So,
I like that.
So I'll share like easy, simple crafts for toddlers. And just something and stuff that they can do like mainly by themselves, so that you can have like, you can give them this craft and then have some time for you. Yeah. Then, so Thursdays, I'm thinking just like thankful Thursdays. And in the sense of having people send like some sort of word of encouragement to another mom they know, to
love it,
build up the idea of encouraging other moms instead of the whole mommy wars and tearing each other down.
Yeah.
And then make fitness fun Fridays. So that will be like a fitness challenge. Oh, and then I like spa day Saturdays. So that's all about self-care, like at home spa, like ideas for moms. And then slow down Sundays is faith-based. So those are like all the areas that I want to focus on with helping moms make their life easier. And then they all kind of relate to making life easier, so you have that time that you can commit to your own health and fitness. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on every month. And then to make it like new and exciting, then have some sort of like new incentive, but keeping my challenge groups basically the same. And it just makes it easier for posting, because I know every day, every month what it's going to be.
Yeah, perfect. I really like that. Toddler Tuesdays, as soon as you said that, for healthy eating, I just got an Usborne book that's healthy eating for toddlers. So we definitely should meet up. You can take a peek at it and stuff. It's actually what I want to theme some of my posts about. I'd like to do a blog on it weekly and sharing new ideas. But with that said, I think having that tip in there, like, hey, here's the Tuesday tip and here's a book to look at, and having 4 books, through the month. This is a great one. French Kids Eat Everything is another really great book. So maybe posting on Facebook and saying, hey, ladies, looking for some recipe book ideas, things that have helped you with toddlers, with healthy eating ideas for food and stuff like that, and see what people throw out there, and you might get some repeat books. But the Usborne one is amazing. Like, I literally have to sit and read through it because it's so informational. Some stuff is a little like, I really don't think I could get my kid to eat that, but it also puts some really good ideas out there and keeps it simple with the ideas of oatmeal, what kind of cereal, a bagel for breakfast, eggs, and it's very simple, and it just gives you that reminder, you know what I mean, of how simple it can be. And then I love the Thankful Thursdays. That's awesome. The Crazy Craft Ladies Wednesday, I think, is great. And I already said to you, maybe have a guest every month, like one guest that does like a craft, a virtual craft with you and the girls, you know what I mean? Or something that you guys can record and share. I got Elevie. It's right over here. I don't know if you can see it. It's right. Oh no, it's over here. Sorry, my angles are off. It's right there. It's a fun stamper. And the reason I got it is it's for crafting like paper and different things like that. But she can actually turn the handle herself. So you literally put it on the boards and push it through, but she can wheel it herself. So that was huge. A little expensive, so not like for just anyone, but it came with a bunch of stuff too. And it's just awesome because it's like we can do crafts together, and she's at an age that she's really into art and stuff. So for me, it was more of an investment for her, so little things like that, like, hey, have you heard of this, or have you seen this, or do you have a friend that has this? I love that. I think that's really great. Yeah, very cool. Any questions, anything that you're struggling with on those ideas, any of them that you're like, I need a few more things on these certain days, like ideas for it, or
what? I'm sorry. What was Monday? You said clean it up Monday, but what were their cleaning tips, right?
Yeah, cleaning tips. So I'll be sharing a lot of like home natural cleaning remedies and like cleaning scheduling tips.
And like letting go of cleaning. Like if it doesn't happen, it's okay. I have so many moms that are like, oh my God, I've been cleaning like all day. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
My house got let go a long time ago.
What about Sunday, Emily?
Slow down Sundays. So that's my faith-based post.
I like that. I like that.
That's a great idea. I've never thought of Paul and I are going to be doing like pay it forward like Friday, and like we came up with like different like call to action ones like for each day. Mm-hmm. I didn't even think about trying to make each day almost like exactly the same no matter what group or week. Like that makes it way easier. Like a lot of my avatar is technically a mom, but ironically like a lot of my clients or potential clientele aren't moms, so like I could easily make a lot of like these, like those are like great ideas. Like cleaning tips works for anyone. Mm-hmm. Like moms, so that's easy. That's a really good idea though. I've only ever thought of doing it for like Fridays or like one day a week.
Well, it's nice because Emily and I were talking about it, and I said when it comes to moms, oh good grief, what is going on? My computer is going crazy.
So will you do like, you'll do one of these posts each day, but then will you do like another separate post that day, like a fitness tip or health thing or nutrition? So you'll have like 2 main posts?
Yeah. So like morning, I'll be doing like motivation or personal development, something like that. Okay. Or sharing my workout or my food for the day. And then nighttime is like, I like to do just a nightly check-in to keep everyone I think it holds them a little more accountable, and they know like, oh, I'm going to have to go post tonight and I just have them like really quickly like rate their day, like how their day went and what they can change up and have be better the next day.
Yeah, that's something I'm going to be doing different. The rating. I had someone say that, like, hey, I really like when we rated it on Vimify. I feel like I'm delayed. I'm going to take a picture real quick, ladies, so that I can, because my computer's doing some funny stuff. So smile, and I'll eventually catch up with you. Hold on. Good grief. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, now I can.
Man, I'm like slow on the thing and it keeps doing weird stuff. Okay, I can hear you guys fine. So, all right, cool. Paulette and Amanda, what do you guys have going on for your group this month? Like theme-wise, ideas? What were you guys?
Theme is, we named it Resolution Reboot. It's basically a group about like not just like making resolutions, but like making it actually like a lifestyle change and not just a, resolution for the new year, and like ways to implement that best.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably like mostly, I think Paulette and I both mostly focus on personal development pretty heavily. So that'll be like kind of like our whatever like daily posts for the most part, and then we'll either do like a question that they kind of have to answer, like something they have to think about and respond to, or like a call to action thing like the Pay It Forward Friday, or just like different stuff like that. But we came up with like a point system to where like anything they like post for participation, on my challenge tracker app, like that keeps track of it, luckily. But then like we'll do an extra point anytime, like almost like I think like a few days a week, or as many as we possibly can that is easy. Like we'll give people an extra point for like somehow taking that like call to action and like posting about it on their Facebook and tagging one of us. So that'll be like an extra, like that'll be like the bonus point for every single day.
Cool. I like that.
That's what we're doing. And then we're doing the like intro videos again, where people have to like introduce themselves in the YouTube video and post it in the group and say why they want to be there, and what they're doing it for.
Have you guys thought about having a specific personal development book that you're following?
I know I was going to do like a picture of like our favorite podcasts, and like we could put in our favorite books kind of thing on that picture too, just for people to find something. Because a lot of times, like I know I've talked to a couple different people, and I know that there's one person in particular that would totally like benefit from personal development, but they just don't know where to start. So if we kind of give them some options, then at least it's like, all right, here you go. Why don't you try it? And then like report back in and share with us what you listened to. Did it work for you? Did it not work for you? Well, then here's another one you could try. Because sometimes if they, I don't know, like if we pick one book, it might not be the easiest.
Yeah.
So we give everybody the option.
Yeah, I think putting ideas out there is good. I know I posted in the team page, and this wouldn't work for a challenge group because it has a lot of business ones on it, but you can create your own photo collage and have some breakdowns like mom life, relationships, personal health, whatever it might be. Because You Are a Badass is a really good one for moms. I'm trying to think off of my head. Compound Effect is obviously good.
I have a couple podcasts saved, or like I have them on my thing. I couldn't think of the names when you were asking me the other day, but I can look on my podcast, like on Apple TV or whatever today. There's a couple that I really like that would be perfect for anyone. Like they're not like about business. But there are a couple people that like, I can't remember what they are, but like follow a couple people that are all about teaching about like how to create habits, how to break bad habits, like making positive changes in your life. So those would be like perfect for our resolution reboot. But I like the podcast idea too, because like anyone can like download the podcast app or whatever.
Yeah. And reminding them about the audible.com.
Yeah, well, I figured podcast because it's free as compared to like Audible where they kind of have to find and sign up to some extent for an account and get the books.
Don't. Like they get the 2 free books and then you just have to say, hey, just remember to cancel it if you don't want it. And then Audible has sales on books all the time and they have books that are lower than the $14.95. But even if they just get 2 books, like if they do their research and they get 2 books that really speak to them, I mean, that could be their 2 books for the year. Like you don't have to listen to, new books every single month. We do because it's like that, but they're at a different point.
Right. Well, it took me until now to actually get Audible.
Yeah. So getting like the Compound Effect, which I've listened to probably 4 times in the first 2 years of reading it or having it. Right. And then I really like You Are a Badass, but there might be something that speaks specifically to them. So that's the benefit of it. And just remembering to cancel it. And then they can order anytime. They just cancel the subscription.
Right.
So, I mean, Dan has Audible and like, that's like personal choice. So it's a good thing to have. It's just that it's an added expense. So for people who don't want that, plus there's the library. The library, you can get free audiobooks. You can, like, there's tons of free. A lot of people have Amazon Prime. I haven't played with Amazon Prime, so I'm not sure how it works with the books and the audio and stuff like that. But that's most people have it these days.
Do you know if the Slight Edge is on audio book or?
It's not on Audible.
Right?
I don't think it is.
Okay.
I got to look. It
All
wasn't for the longest time, and I
don't think it is still.
I don't think it is.
For 2.0, that's what we're supposed to be reading.
Yeah.
And I've just come to the fact that I just can't read. Like,
yeah,
well,
I can't either.
But like, I don't have the time to read. And so I've actually now loved and embraced my Audible, and I'm listening to GoPro right now. But I'd love to be able to put the Slight Edge on there. And then I don't have a freaking library card. Oh, I just cursed. Library card. So I've got a couple people working on trying to get me the audio book from the library.
Yeah. If they have it at the library, I'm shocked they don't have it on Audible. But I know I've been looking for it for a while. I just can't remember if I got it or not. So if you recently looked for it, I'm guessing no.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Cool. Awesome, ladies. Well, I love it. These are great things. I recorded this, so I'm going to share it with the team as well. Any other questions, ideas? The challenge group sneak peek. So I think it's a great way for you guys to have an easy tool and resource. I did not do one for this month, but I will do it for next month. And I'll share the content that I have. Let me just share. Hold on. Well, I'll share them in the team page because I don't think it's going to work well for this video. But I just have the 3 bold, they're just white background with words on them that say, I have a question, I'm ready to join a challenge group, or I want to be a coach. And it's basically the 3 decisions that people have when they get into the challenge group sneak peek. There's going to be a video, there will be content on what it is a challenge group is and what you do and everything like that. And then they pick which level they're at. I have a question, I'm ready to be in a challenge group, or I want to be a coach. So this way you know exactly where people are, you're categorized, and even every month you can follow up if someone hasn't followed through, like, hey, last month you said you were ready, and then this happened, how are things going? And just making sure when you check in and follow up with people, you know what's going on in their life. I connected with someone yesterday who told me she was getting back into town Friday or Saturday, I forget, and was like, hey, let's follow up when I get in town. We connected yesterday. She's going to be moving. Life is pretty hectic. So she gave me a specific date. Like, it was very nice. Like, she was like, okay, I'm going here for 10 days and then I'll be back. Can we follow up on January 20th? She's like, can you mark it down in your calendar so you remind me. So she's also in network marketing and business. So for her, it's like, I do the same thing. Like, hey, can you write this down and remind me? Because I know I'm going to forget. A lot of our challengers don't say those things. So don't hesitate to say, hey, what's a good day for you? Even if it's 3 weeks out from now, you know what I mean? What looks open that we can follow up, and you'll have some clarity, and you're not going to be distracted by all of these things. So I already know to follow up with her, what she's got going on in her life, that there's a lot. So it's like, I'm not going to overload her with any information. She's already been on Shakeology. We're just looking to upgrade her. And she does the club membership. So I simply looked up when her club membership charged last, and it will be charging at the end of this month. So that's the 29th. If we upgrade and do all of her stuff on the 20th, then we're good to go. So, yes. Cool. So follow up with people, keeping them in those challenge groups. That's a consistent and continuous Facebook group. You can just put up a new cover photo every month. You know what I mean? For what the monthly theme is, but have the same content in there. You shouldn't have to change the content at all, because technically the group is the same. Even if you change the number of days, it's more about letting people know, hey, you're checking in every day. You're keeping yourself accountable. You're going to be logging in your Shakeology. You'll see the plus bars, maybe showing them what the app looks like and everything like that. But other than that, that's just a great way. If someone says, hey, I'm interested in your group, you're like, awesome. I have a challenge group sneak peek. Is it okay if I add you in there? It's going to answer a lot of your questions, and then we can follow up on Thursday with any questions you might have, right? And then you don't have to word vomit on them. You don't have to put more information in front of them than maybe they're ready for, and then they get to see everything and decide what they want to dive more into. So I just think it's a great way for you guys to maximize your time, to keep track of people, and also to be able to utilize the resources that we have right at our fingertips. So, cool. Any questions? Any other ideas? Anything you want to throw out there for other coaches on the team who are getting challenge groups ready, hosting challenge groups, anything like that?
I do. At what point do we switch from like this current challenge group? Like, I'm still inviting for people to join our January challenge group. And then like for some of them, they're probably not going to be able to be part of the health bet, but they could still be part of the challenge group.
Right.
And then at what point do we like switch over and invite them for the February challenge group?
So it's totally your call. I think for like stress management, if you hit your goal of like, hey, I want 3 people in this challenge group, and you get your 3 people, then it's like at that point, cut it off and start inviting for the next group. If you're less than a week out, so they're not going to get their products on time or anything like that, and just saying to people, hey, so you've missed this group, but the next group is in February. Here's the deal. Like, I can put you into this group if you order, but you won't be eligible for the health bet. You know what I mean? But you'll be able to stay on track and consistent. For me, because of on demand, they can start their workouts right away. So I don't mind adding them the day before. But it's like if they're going to miss something or fall off track, then maybe not adding them after that. But because they can have their workouts right away, then they can still participate and check in every day, right? As far as Shakeology goes for the health bet, if someone signed up today, they're not going to get their stuff until next Wednesday, but you can mail them out a couple of packets, 2 packets. They can make it last 4 days. You know what I mean? They can have half a packet each morning until they get their Shakeology order. So probably today and tomorrow, depending on where they live. So that's an option as well. So everyone is different. If you're really structured and you want that organization, I would say have a deadline. This way you just say to people, hey, Tuesday's the last day to order, right? Wednesday's the last day to order. After that, like, you'll be put into my February group, and go from there. And remember, no one needs a challenge group like to get started. It's just that that's what they're going to be following. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So It's not that they need the challenge group the second they get started. They just need you. So if you don't have them in challenge group, just make sure you put into your schedule who your people are. And that's a great reason to set up your next challenge groups, because then you can email them the invite for February immediately. And they could be in that group. You have your welcome video up there, and then they'll get to check in once February comes.
Got it. And do you have all your welcome videos up for your other ones, for the ones that you've put out?
No, I just have January right now, but my goal, like, once is this week to get the rest of them up. So I do have my Facebook cover photos for the events and stuff, and I do have the Square marketing to be able to post. So I have all that stuff. And then I have like my welcome post, but I don't have my welcome video up yet. I gotta sit down and do that.
And did you create them, or where did you find those pictures?
Oh, were you not on yet? So I have an assistant.
Sorry.
That does it. I used to do them.
Okay.
But it's not something that is pertinent to my business, in the sense, like, I don't physically have to do them, so I have someone else do them. If that's something that you want, I would reach out to the team first and just say, hey, who really enjoys doing picture art and stuff like that? It is something that I pay someone for, but there's also Fiverr and Elance, and, there's virtual assistants and stuff that do things for very inexpensive.
So you can just use that online.
What is it?
I pay for the work version of Canva. It was like $100 for the year or something. So, or like 90 or something. I already paid for it though for like the next 9 months. You can just use mine.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, and the PicMonkey and Canva are pretty simple. And once you have your theme, like, you can really just throw stuff up there.
Are they computer stuff,
also
or are they phone stuff?
Canva is both. The mobile is limited, but if you have your template already made, it saves it, and then you can just go in and edit really easy.
Okay.
Desktop, you can do like anything with it. It's crazy.
Okay. All right.
So what is the template already saved? What do you have to have saved for that?
It's just any project you've been working on.
So just opening up a Facebook cover and then editing it.
Yeah, they have a bunch of pre-made templates. Like, they have pictures you can use. They have completely pre-made templates, like of examples that you literally can just take to, and you can just like edit the words or change the picture. All of the above, none of the above. It's really cool. And then it has like options, like you can choose if you're making a Facebook cover or Facebook or Instagram blog post. The only thing is the Facebook cover, it's desktop friendly, not mobile friendly. So it's just make sure when you make that, if you're using Canva, it's kind of the same for pretty much any other thing that you use. Make sure everything that you want people to see is like in the middle, because even though it'll look perfect on desktop, on mobile it's gonna like make it smaller, which just amazes me that like Facebook even doesn't have that. So like it's like they're like multi-billion-dollar company.
And what is it called? Canva, Canva?
Yeah.
Okay. .com.
And also, Paulette, Googling. Like, if you have a theme, I'll put in like journaling for January Facebook cover photos, and you'd be amazed what you find on Google.
Can we use them now?
In a private challenge group? Yeah. Like, unless it has someone's stuff on it, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, then you're not going to want to use it. But for a lot of things, it's just once they're uploaded internet, most of our stuff, once it's uploaded on the internet, it's out there.
I kind of like creating the graphics though, Paulette. So like if you have an idea and you can't find something, just like call me or text me and I can make it for us.
Yeah, I don't mind making them. Just sometimes it's short on time and I do Google a lot, but I know at work they sent out a message for, even though we're using like this private interface for the kids, we still can't take pictures off the internet because it's like copyrighted issue. So I just didn't want to get into that and like have an issue with that. That's why I asked.
Pictures off the internet for what though?
Like on my like welcome page on my personal like Canvas site. It's called
This is for school.
School. Yeah, like I would
So
find
this is
like
a public site.
No, it's not a public site.
Oh.
It's private. Like you have to log into it to get
Yeah.
to the information, and like parents aren't even allowed on it. It's just students. So
Oh.
I don't know. That's why I was just double checking to make sure that like I don't want to go against anything and get like fined.
That's
Yeah,
why.
no.
I mean, technically, like any picture online, unless you like buy the rights to it, you technically don't have. Like, if you ask someone that's actually like a graphics art person or whatever.
If it's a graphic arts person. So when you see it, you can see what it's linked to immediately. Like when you click on pictures, wherever it came from is right there. So if you have something, and everything that I take, I tweak. So I take a background and then I because I'm putting my dates on it, I'm putting my thing on it and stuff like that. If you're looking for a sunrise or a sunset, or you know what I mean, for your background. But for Facebook cover ideas, like it's a great way to have a quick like image and then put your words on it.
On Canva too, like because I pay for Canva work, like I actually buy some pictures through Canva, but like there's a ton that are on there for free, and because I pay for Canva work, I own all the rights to those, so we can use those and you don't have to worry about it whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about Photofy. They don't have a Facebook cover thing, at least I haven't found, and they don't have any like PixArt. You can take their pictures. Like it's like if you need a picture background, it's there and you can edit on it. But Photofy doesn't have that. At least I haven't found it if it does.
No, I haven't either.
Yeah, and that's a kind of a pain.
I was like, okay, this is like I could do the text and stuff on other things.
Yeah, at first it seemed good because the fonts were more unique, but it's very limited with the pictures and things like that.
Can I ask you guys, have you done Word Dream before on your phone?
What is that?
Word Dream.
Is it an app or?
It's an app.
I use WordSwag, and it's like by far my favorite app ever. I found out about it because like WordSwag is what my husband uses for all of his Instagram businesses that he runs.
Right.
And they have like the best fonts ever.
Okay. No, I only wondered because it's not really even fonts, but like I'm trying to see if I can show you this. It automatically shows up as just holiday. Like I can't change it. Like I don't know how to switch it to something other than holiday. Like, I mean, I'm pretty tech savvy, but I can't figure this out.
I've never heard of it.
It's what?
I've never heard of that one.
Oh, all right. Never mind. I just didn't know if you guys
I would Google. Yeah, Google Word Dream. Like that's another good thing, Paulette. A lot of coaches have created Canva or PicMonkey like demonstrations on how to really edit and make your own stuff. So that's another good thing you can do as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
To Google how to really use it and maximize. All right, ladies, if you're good, then we are set. We're good?
Yeah.
Awesome. I will post this in the team page so you guys can share it. This way your teams have ideas, and we'll run from there. Have an amazing Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for being on early. Bye.